Okay, we are post stock market close today on the 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show. Hope you're doing good. Happy Friday, everyone. We got fortune cookies. Yay. We're going to talk a little baseball, stuff like that today on the 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show. Late afternoon. I'd be honest with you. I don't know. I was enjoying my Friday morning. terrible me. But I want to say, I was thinking about reflecting on Eddie, our co-host. He got his championship, right? He won the championship for his baseball team. Pretty cool trophy. I never won a championship for my team. I don't think so. No. I think we got that far. Maybe second or third, but never the champion. So congratulate to Eddie to doing that. And then he played a little bit of home run derby. And I want to talk about the agility in baseball a little bit. I'm going to talk a little bit of a retro. I want to provide a baseball retro. We did one before. I'm going to do it again. Change it up a little bit because the MLB All-star game is coming up in July. Figured I'd do this ahead of time, so be ahead of the curve, a little bit curveball, baseball humor there, haha. But give something to do, something different for your retro and other stuff going out. And I did post up all those podcasts and videos for the meetup we did on Wednesday. I did that late last night, so it came up this morning. I was meeting with family and stuff last night, so I didn't get a chance to get it out, but it went out this morning, early in the morning. So if you haven't seen the podcast, it's there. And then we got this show, right? So we're almost there at 30,000 downloads. If you want to download some stuff during the weekend, more power to you, and I appreciate it very much. Anyway, so let's talk about the retro. Let's talk about what we do here. This is 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show. And I am Greg Mester, Scrum Master and Agile Coach, where we talk about Scrum and Agile in very practical and tactical ways so you can bring more value to your customer, not work so hard to bring that value, and have a little fun along the way. And today is Fun Friday, where we talk fun. We're going to do a little fun baseball retro, and we do Fortune Cookie Friday. So it's all together. There we go. And we're going to have, it'll be fun. Anyway, so here's the thoughts, right? First off, congrats to Eddie. It's so big, I had to go all the way across the screen. It's pretty cool. Never had one before. I'm kind of jealous. Anyway, so he got the championship, worked hard with his team. Actually, he wanted it was the harder of the two teams that he played with during the day. During the season, not the travel team, but the two regular teams. And he wasn't sure which game he wanted to go to. I'm like, dude, you're going to the harder game. You're going to push yourself. You want to be with the upper level players to improve your game in the long run, right? Can't always be hanging out with the sandlot. They're all good kids. It's fun. He just likes to play baseball and enjoy an experiment. He uses the sandlot to experiment, whether it be catching, pitching, other things that he does in baseball. But he did win that championship. It was so cool. So one of the things in the travel game, we had a travel game the other day, got our baseballs, right? Well, this is like a practice ball. But one of the things they did was a home run derby. So I'm going to incorporate a little bit of that home run derby and talk a little bit of baseball agility as we create this retro, what I see on the baseball field. And I'm going to try to clip one of Eddie's hits and runs to explain that. And I'll share a small mini clip somewhere. I don't know where I'm going to put it, but I'll put it out somewhere. And related to agility and how baseball is very much a echo of agility for our business. And I'll tell you why as we do this retro. So one of the interesting things, they had regular baseballs, and if you hit the baseball over the fence or over a certain run, you got so many points. And then they had what they called the Super Ball, right? Kind of like gambling. It says if you get the Super Ball, which was at that point a tennis ball, but I couldn't find a tennis ball. And I think we're hiding all the tennis balls from Jerry, because Jerry loves tennis balls. He loves balls. I got to hide this one. I don't want him to see this one either. And he doesn't really go after the baseball so much, but he would go after this ball in an instant. And if you hit this Super Ball over the fence, you won the whole thing, or you got super bonus points or something crazy like that. So I'm going to incorporate that a little bit into the retro, right? Okay, got my whiteboard. Got the whiteboard here. All right. So in the whiteboard, I'm going to draw a little baseball diamond, right? Looks like an ice cream cone, actually. And let's change that up a little bit. Instead of the ice cream cone, we're going to make it a little wider here. like that. Actually, that's too much too. Hold on. I'm having a rough time how I want to draw this out. I do here, little diamond, right? And then this kind of goes out to the outfield. And you got your home run derby. Maybe you got your scoreboard here. Maybe you got a dugout here, dugout here. So you got your baseball field, foul lines, dugout, home run edge, a scoreboard, and then you got your fans. To draw a lot of little people here. You know, got little fans in there, whatever. They're all over the place. There's your fans. You got your teammates in here. You know, it could be a softball team, whatever you want. I actually signed up my daughter for softball. She said, "You did what?" I said, "Yeah, I signed you up for softball stuff." She's like, "Oh my God, what are you doing to me?" I said, "You look bored over the summer." Anyway, let me move over a little bit here. All right, so I got the fans. Now, here's what I'm going to do different. Okay, we talked about last time where the team could pick out things that, like, let's say anything like that were outs, right? So any out, like things that they didn't do well with, outs. Not good. So they would put little stickies. Like if you do this on a virtual whiteboard, right? A whiteboard. I've got a paper coming out of whiteboards. That's coming soon. I have to finish that up. So you put your outs, what didn't go good here. Then if you got like a single or double or a nice little hit and whatever, good things that happen, put them out here in the outfield. Right? Do I have another color? I got some reds. Green, we realize green doesn't work, so we'll just do that. So these are like base hits. Base hits. Maybe they're one pointers. It's like in the game. So if you got out of the infield, you got 1 point. Anything that was past a barrier of that is like a 2 point. So maybe they were doubles. You know, because I think you ought to celebrate the 1 points too and get credit for that as well. So maybe you fixed a lot of bugs. Maybe it was a difficult bug. Maybe a double was a brand new feature or something, right? And then a home run was something that was really good, and you get like 3 points, right, for the home run. So in here you can say, what did we do that was a home run? Maybe you did something like a brand new release or a real difficult release and had lots of things going on. Maybe a new release came out or something. I don't know. Maybe just something like that. So you could talk about what you did in the sprint and give it some like, oh, these weren't good. These are outs. I'm going to add a couple other things here. Who of your teammates would get an award for being the best teammate? Now, we talk about All-Star game. I know there's a lot of Olympics coming up and everything like that. So maybe you take a vote. You know, you can do it quietly. You can do it secretively. Maybe not just vote on them or give them kudos, right? We did the kudo box, you know, for teammates. So part of the retro, maybe at the beginning. So at the beginning, begin with the kudos, right? Kudos. Oh, it's kudos up here. So the dugout. So the dugout are kudos. Your teammates that really did good, you thought, and people put some little stickies, do that kudos first. Then you can talk about like then let's get into the base hits. So what kind of base hits do we get? How many good little ones? Okay. What then so this would be 1. Base hits would be 2. 3 might be like not so good, things we watch out for. You know, 4 and 5 would be the home runs. Maybe you take, okay, of all these small things, doubles or whatever, if you don't have something off the bat, okay, of these really good things, which one would you make a home run? Like, which one would be the best of those, right? And then one other thing I want to add, because this will be a little bit different than what we did before. You got your fans out here. You got your fans, right? I want to add one different. Who was the best stakeholder during the sprint? Best stakeholder or customer. Now, this is different, right? Now I'm going to tell you a little bit more, but this is where the team says who was the best stakeholder or person they work with. Make a little plaque or a little print a little paper or send them a thank you. You know, the team voted you best stakeholder from last sprint, and we want to say we appreciate all the help you gave to us. And there's a lot of reasons why I say we don't do this enough, right? We always ask them, oh, can you approve this? Can you do this and that and that? Why not say, you know what? You were the best stakeholder of the sprint. We want to thank you and appreciate the time you spent with us to help us deliver these products. Think about that. How many do that? I bet you nobody does that. That's a good one. I love that one. So now with this setup, now you have to let the team know in advance that you're going to build this. So you want to create a little white paper, a little white paper, a little page or something. Tell them we're going to do this in a couple ways. Set out the organization before the event. We're going to do kudos for teams that did well or helped us out. We're going to talk about our base hits and doubles, things that are really good, and even things that would be a home run. What do you think was a home run? So these are areas we're going to cover. We're going to talk to things that would be outs, right? And how many outs did we get during the sprint? Did we get 3 outs? So it was a bad sprint, right? And then what are the bad things from the sprint that we need to learn from? Now, the other thing, now this is all touchy-feely good stuff. And then the last thing, so we think about the stakeholders you worked with during the sprint. Who would be the best? And we're going to vote on that and who was the best stakeholder. And later give them an award, just like give a kudo award for the member of the team. Now, you go through all this stuff, right? And this kind of brings everything up. What you need is, as we did before, and the Derby had that 100 home run. So of these things that you said for doubles, outs, of all these little stickies, which one would be the home run that the team would want to do in the next sprint? What do you want to fix? Right? Okay. Then from that home run, like this is where we talk about these things. Okay, what do we do? What do we want to repeat? What do we want to improve during the next sprint? This is where we get that issue ticket and put it in the sprint. Now what I want you to do is do a lineup. I want you to take that best thing that was a home run, take that, and create a lineup of tasks for next sprint. So talk about what you need to do to implement whatever you think would be a home run for the next sprint and put them the tasks in there. So make your lineup for the next game. For next game. Next sprint or game. Okay, so now you're planning. So what we're going to do, line up, here's my tasks for the next sprint. Got that? So that's the idea of doing it's a different twist to the baseball game. I wanted to make it a little bit different from before. You can watch the video. Maybe I'll link the video to this one from the previous baseball video we did. But I wanted to share that one. I just wanted to combine that whole home run derby idea with the sprint. And you know what? I said I was going to talk about the agility. Might have to do that in another conversation. Maybe I'll do that in another one. But there is a lot of agility in baseball where I'll put the video out where Eddie hit or any of the kids hit in this game. If that ball goes past somebody, you can get more than one base. So they're always trying to think, and this is where business agility is. Yes, we're being agile. We're getting really efficient and getting those singles and walks and getting to the next base. But if the opportunity arises, the real agility is the ability to grab that extra base. Grab that extra feature, grab that extra business capability that wasn't in there because we were ready and able to take advantage of it when it shows up. And maybe I'll do that in another show, but we'll talk about that later. It's Fortune Cookie Friday. Let's do Fortune Cookie Friday because I think we're already at 15-minute mark. And it's hot over here. It's hot in my office. So, Fortune Cookie Friday, where we get these fortune cookies that are wrapped in plastic, cellophane, whatever, and wrapped in a cookie. And this is a message from those agile accountants on things we should look out for in the agile world. And we see what they have to say. And it's always fun. It's always fun tricking Mr. Mester here on this. Okay, this is funny. Old age is always 20 years older than you are. Okay, I'll go with that one. I can say old age 20 years. Well, 20 years, I still got to take care of these kids, I think. We'll see. But old age is always 20 years older than you are. Okay, I'll go with that. But I also I'm going to go with this one. If you have any stories or items in your backlog that are more than 20 months, yeah, 20 months would be good. 2 years would be 24, right? So anything older than 12 months, well, let's go with 20 months. Not 20, or maybe 20 weeks. 20 weeks might not be a bad one. I mean, that's only a couple months old. I want to say, don't make anything that's more than 20 months or 20 weeks old. Let it sit in your backlog. How about that? But old age is always 20 years older than you are. Sounds good to me. Anyway, I want to wish you all a happy Friday and enjoy it. Happy scrumming. And I hope you get a chance to listen to our meetup. Like I said, everyone, if you want to be on the meetup and share something you want to present, you're more than welcome. Just message me, LinkedIn. I got emails, connect at 5 a.m. Mester Scrum. I'll get the message. We'll get you set up. I'll give you a whole thing, how to do that, what the makeup is that. If you want to do an interview on Thursday nights, I'll send you how that works, and everything is really simple. You don't have to be up at 5 a.m. in the morning to do the interview. We record it, and then we play it around Thursdays around 8 o'clock. So with that, I want to say have a great day. Maybe go play some baseball, play catch or something. Go to a game. Have some fun. And with that, I hope you all have a great day and enjoy. Take care. Bye, everyone.